Hello and welcome to your favorite travel show, your one-stop shop, everything travel related. I'm your host, Glenora Shipura. In today's episode, of course, we bring you the latest news from the industry before we swing over to destinations that you must visit. And we'll wrap it up with a trending topic in the industry. We'll be right back with this and more. Starting us off in our topics, Namibia has taken an important step in strengthening inclusive, outcome-driven conservation with the formal recognition of its first other effective area-based conservation measures. Conservation areas that deliver long-term biodiversity outcomes outside of formally proclaimed protected areas. OECMs are geographically defined areas that are governed and managed in ways that achieve positive and sustained conservation of biodiversity. Even though they are not designated as protected areas, they recognize that effective conservation can take place across communal, private, and mixed-use landscapes, complementing national parks. Communal conservancies and community forests, the first three OECM sites formally recognized in Namibia, are Namibrand Nature Reserve, Pro-Namib Nature Reserve, and Kenyan Nature Park. Collectively, these sites cover around 318,480 hectares of land managed for long-term biodiversity conservation, contributing significantly to the landscape, connectivity, and ecosystem protection across Namibia's communal, private, and mixed-use landscapes. In our next topic, we're taking a look at Etosha. Namibia has taken a decisive step in the fight against wildlife crime with the expansion of its Wildlife Protection Services (WPS), a move approved by Cabinet in 2015 to counter rising poaching threats. Operating under the Directorate of Wildlife and National Parks within the Environment and Tourism Ministry, the WPS continues to strengthen national efforts to safeguard the country's rich biodiversity. Backed by an investment of approximately 118 million Namibian dollars from the ministry and the German Development Bank (KfW), critical infrastructure has been rolled out across key conservation areas. New and upgraded stations in Bamwata and Etosha National Parks, as well as in the Kunene region, now enhance on-the-ground enforcement capacity. Tourism Minister said at the inauguration, Indileni Daniel highlighted the initiative as a major boost to conservation, tourism, and community empowerment. The development underscores strong Namibia-Germany cooperation and reinforces the country's commitment to protecting wildlife while supporting sustainable economic growth. In our next story, the United States Embassy in Namibia has issued a firm reminder to Namibians traveling to the United States to strictly comply with immigration rules, warning that violations, particularly visa overstays, can carry severe and long-lasting consequences. U.S. Ambassador to Namibia John Giordano urged travelers to respect the conditions of their visas, emphasizing that lawful travel is essential to maintaining a fair and secure immigration system. I strongly urge all Namibians traveling to the United States to follow our immigration rules. Responsible travel supports a safe, secure, and fair immigration system for everyone. Remember, a visa is a privilege, not a right, said Giordano. The embassy emphasized in a statement that its ongoing commitment to facilitating legitimate travel between Namibia and the United States. Still, it cautioned that increasing global mobility has also heightened the need for strict adherence to immigration regulations. Central to the warning is the issue of visa overstays. According to the embassy, travelers who remain in the United States beyond their authorized period of stay, as determined by U.S. Customs and Border Protection upon entry, risk significant consequences. This may include travel bans, future visa ineligibility, and in some cases, criminal charges. Officials stress that the duration of a visitor's stay is not determined by the visa's expiration date, but rather by the specific date of entry into the United States. Misunderstanding or ignoring this distinction can have significant repercussions, said the embassy. Now, before we take a look at what's happening in our destinations on the other side of the break, remember the Culture, Sport and Tourism CST Expo will take place from the 2nd to the 4th of September 2026 at the Hake Geingob Stadium, bringing together Namibia's culture, sport and tourism sector. Watch this video.
Namibia is a land of movement, with waves that never stop reaching forward. Here, adventure is not something we search for. It is something we are born into. In every corner of this country, creativity rises from artists, from athletes, from dreamers. And when the world comes to explore Namibia, they discover something extraordinary. Because when sport moves people, creativity moves ideas, and tourism moves the world toward us, something powerful happens. A platform where movement meets imagination, where industries connect, where opportunity grows, where Namibia's next chapter begins. Welcome to the Creative Sport Tourism Expo. Exhibit, partner, experience. Creative sport tourism.
All right, that wraps up our topics on the other side of the break. We take a look at destinations that you must visit. Starting us off in destination, Anandi Guest House in Mariental is a luxurious, clean and comfortable oasis in the middle of the hot and dry Namib. Carly Abrantes, the executive director of Enjoy Travel Namibia, speaks to manager Renee Mostert to find out more.
Hi everyone. So today we are coming to you guys from Anandi Guest House in Mariental. I'm joined by the manager, Ms. Renee Mostert. Renee, thank you so much for having us over today.
It's a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much.
Could I ask you, could you please give me a quick history of Anandi? What does the name mean and how long have you guys been around?
Okay, Anandi means love.
Okay.
It's a combination of the boss, Johan Andre, and his wife, Yolandi.
Okay.
They started Anandi about 21 years ago.
Okay.
And they did it because it was a young love and it means love.
Okay, yes, well love was definitely poured into this place, one can tell.
Thank you so much.
And I do believe you guys also have an Anandi and Swakop. So
yes.
Is this one the older one and Anandi Swakop is the younger one, if I understand correctly?
That's right. Anandi Mariental is the mother of Anandi. Anandi Swakop, they started about 13, 14 years ago.
Okay, so people are welcome to stay in the Haridap region if they want the heat of the south, and then when they want to go cool down, they can go to your guys' sister company in Swakopmund.
For sure.
Perfect. Renee, could you please tell me about the accommodation types that you guys have at Anandi?
Okay, we have about 14 rooms.
Okay.
We have 3 different types of rooms.
Okay.
We have the ordinary standard room, which is the cheapest.
Okay.
And then we have comfort rooms, and we also have luxury rooms.
Okay.
We do have 1 self-catering unit.
Okay. And if I have seen correctly, all of the rooms are quite family oriented because they've got usually a double or a queen bed, and then there's 1 or 2 single beds as well.
Yes, that's where the love comes in.
Yes, very family oriented.
We are very much family orientated.
Good. And I see that you guys are definitely geared for the heat of Mariental because you also have a swimming pool that the guests can enjoy.
Yes, we have air cons in all the rooms. And we do have a swimming pool that only our guests that are checked in can make use of.
Okay, perfect. And you guys will see that we are right here behind us is the restaurant, and you guys are a bed and breakfast, correct?
Yes, we're a bed and breakfast, but we do offer for companies, for their people staying over. We've got sort of
An arrangement.
arrangement with a Tahiti restaurant.
Okay.
So we can give them a voucher for dinners.
Okay.
And we can just add it on the account.
Okay, so people are welcome to have breakfast here with you guys once they've stayed over, but should they require dinner, you guys are accommodating and you make a plan for them.
Yes, we do.
Perfect. Well, guys, I hope that you enjoyed getting to know Anandi Guest House in Mariental and Miss Renee Mostert. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
In our next stop, we are at Boutique Guesthouse. Located in Mariental, Boutique Guesthouse has been designed to meet the needs of business or leisure traveler seeking peace and quiet, traditional comfort, warm hospitality, and attention to detail. Owner Stefan Nell speaks to Carly Abrantes, the Executive Director of Enjoy Travel Namibia.
Hi guys, I'm joined by the owner of Boutique Guesthouse Mariental, Stefan Nell. Stefan, thank you so much for having us.
Oh, what a privilege to have you here.
Thanks. So I would like for you to please tell our viewers a little bit about Boutique Guesthouse Mariental. Where are you guys situated? When did you guys get started?
Yeah, so Boutique Guesthouse have been open since 2018. We opened our doors on Feb. And yeah, what a journey we had till now.
Yes.
Yeah, unbelievable.
No, you guys survived through COVID. Well done.
Yeah, let's say the first 1,000 days of opening business, that's the crucial one.
Yes, that
and
is true.
COVID struck us, which
Did you guys
is not
get an extra
ideal.
1,000 days or?
Yeah,
I
we
hope
need it.
so, yes. Fair
So
enough.
yeah, we are located on Chris Nell Street,
Okay.
which is my father, and yeah,
Very, very small
dumbstruck, but
world.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we have 10 rooms, 3 family rooms, and yeah, very small, intimate business.
Hence the name Boutique Guest House.
Yeah, and very personal, very family based.
Yes.
So yeah, anything else?
No, I think you've covered it all. So as you guys heard, 10 rooms. They've got 3 family rooms. They are just off the B1 highway on your way down to South Africa in Chris Nell Street. So if you ever wondered who the founding father of Boutique Guest House is, it is Chris Nell.
Yeah.
It is a very family run business. If you guys need a home away from home, this is definitely the place for you guys to be. So we can't wait for you guys to all visit Boutique Guest House in Mariental.
Please do.
In our next destination, we are at Lapa Lange Game Lodge Surprises. So we are rather at Lapa Lange Game Lodge, a lodge that surprises you from the minute you arrive in these oases, with lush green rolling grounds and water features found in the middle of this stark savanna landscape on the edge of the Kalahari, to the luxurious cool air-conditioned rooms. Manager Lovis Ndapuka and Assistant Manager Rian Biekers tells us more.
Hi, my name is Lovis. I'm the General Manager here at Lapa Lange Game Lodge. Lapa Lange started 2007. At the moment, it was only a Lapa that is behind me, and also the Northern Suite. At the Northern Suite, there were no superior rooms. We started with standard rooms only, and this side we have 6 of it. Later it expanded. Now we have a southern wing. We have other accommodations that my assistant will also talk about that. We have a restaurant, we have a bar, we have conferences and wedding hall. That if you are going for, you want a place for wedding, or you want for your conferences, we can host you here. And then in addition to that, we do have a swimming pool, we have a spa where you can book for your massages and so on. And then you can also take walking trails, bicycle rides by yourself, and so on.
Hi, my name is Ryan. I am the assistant manager here at Lapa Lange Game Lodge. As Lovis mentioned, we do have the northern suites and then of course the southern suites, but we do also have superior rooms attached to these suites. We do have chalets at the waterhole. We have honeymoon chalet, so if it's your first time in Namibia and you just got married, then that's definitely the one you want to go. We do have a camping site. We have a few luxury tents here at the back. We have glamping units as well. So In recap, that's all our accommodations available. We do also have some activities as well. So the main one being the game drive, where you can definitely see some rhinos. We have quite a few giraffes as well, quite a few antelopes. So it's quite an experience for the guest. And then of course we have the Bushman Walk, which is more of a cultural activity where you get to meet a few of the Khoisan. The interns show you how they survived in the desert without technology, and then it's a very cultural activity, so you will definitely enjoy that as well. Lastly, we have the cheetah encounter where you get to see how two of our cheetahs get fed. So the kids will definitely enjoy that one as well.
Right, that concludes our destinations. On the other side of this, we take a look at what's happening in the To The Point segment. Namibia faces a critical need to balance conservation, industrial growth, and community development to ensure sustainable progress. This was highlighted by Tourism Minister Indileni Daniel at the National Conference on Community-Based Natural Resource Management. Speaking under the theme Enhancing Governance for Optimized Community Benefits, Daniel described CBNRM as a global model for sustainable resource management and rural empowerment.
That is very important. It's a national and government supported program. It's not only something that this ministry or a program or an activity that this ministry is carrying out on an annual basis, but it's something that the government, the Republic of Namibia, has recognized. Allow me to comment the dedicated to women and men who sustain this program, our community game guards, conservancies, and community forest committees, and all stakeholders who continue to serve under challenging conditions. Your work is the backbone of this success. Or whatever you do is the backbone of this success. Today, communal conservancies and community forests are not protecting biodiversity, they are also creating jobs. And that is something that is also very important. We are also, this initiative is also generating income and improving livelihood. But there is a method how to improve livelihood. It's not by only benefiting individuals, but thinking of something that will benefit the whole community. This is a proof that conservation and development are not opposing forces, but mutually reinforcing pillars of sustainable growth. We have seen remarkable wildlife recovery through this initiative, including the return of iconic species such as elephants, cheetahs, and black rhinos. This success is underpinned by a strong legislative framework that the government or the Republic of Namibia continue to commitment to devolving very important rights to communities. When you are given a right, I think one should look at it and say, thank you. At least this is the right that is given to the community to govern, to safeguard all what is around them. Some of these legislators, just to mention it, some of them, is the Forest Act 12 of 2001, the Nature Conservation Amendment Act of Act 5 of 1996, Traditional Authority Act 25 of 2000, just to mention those few. These are government legal instruments that empowers you, that given you that right to do what you are doing. Currently, the communal conservancies cover over 186 square kilometers. 1,000 kilometers, pardon me, 186,000 kilometers, square kilometers. that is quite a big, supporting thousands of Namibians, which is, if we think of it, a communal area, which is 60.7% of the communal land is dedicated to that. This translates into 87 conservancies. As of now, the registered conservancies, we have 87 of communal land. In the conservancies, pardon me, I just want to repeat it. We have 87 conservancies and 48 community forests. The sector employs thousands and contributes to significantly. I have not put all those details or those figures here. Due to time, I have to shorten my speech because of another engagement that came up. But I felt it's important to highlight some of these figures. Out of that, the national economy is, we are generating over 109 million. That is just in 2025 alone. In 2025 alone, we generated 109 million through conservancies. Directors of ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, the success of CBNRM is built on strong partnership between government, communities, and civil societies represented through Namibia's Association for Community-Based Natural Resources Management program that is now NACSO. We just heard the story, we just learned who NACSO is if we didn't know. And also not to leave out our private sectors, traditional authorities, and the community-based organizations, and all peace-loving communities that are always supporting to this worth noting initiative.
The 42-year-old Albert Josef, a Walvis Bay-based businessman and wood carver who operates from the waterfront, talks about his carving business as well as some of the challenges they face as wood carvers.
We don't have normal price. But thing which we are making ourselves. Maybe sometimes I don't have money for taxi. Usually the price for normal this one we used to sell for $100. Yeah, but if I don't have any money, then I will sell it for 80 or for 60 so that I will get transport to go back because they are staying in Quisapmund.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So every day you are here?
Yeah, always. Because from here to location we pay 26 right now, and to go back you pay $13. Yeah. It's why sometimes if you want to sell, the normal price is this, but if there's no money, you can take the money which they are there so that you can use for transport.
And what would you say, how would you like to be assisted? Maybe by the private sector?
To ask for government if they can assist for us for anything so that you can grow our business.
Yeah, but
you see, myself, I'm a canvas. Yeah, if I get assistance, I'll go home. I'm going to make a lot of things. I take a container of the assistance with money. I'm going even to Europe and sell the things.
The stuff that you make.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And when was the last time that you made something? How often do you make something? Do you just wake up in the morning and just decide, today I'm making an elephant? Or how does your creative process work?
No, it depends. Sometimes you see Muslim. If I find some people like this, it's a plate, wooden plate. It's a wooden plate. They use too much people, even the black people, they use it for the waiting to give gift. If somebody come and say, I want the plate, the wooden plate like this, I will make for him immediately like that, the way he wants. Even some people like this, they've got the company here. Katamarani, these sandwich harbors, some they like this so that they can put their food. Transport, especially this Ramadan. Yeah, they buy this bowl so that they can put food for the tourists, especially like this small. This one, I don't know how they are here. This one. Yeah, even you go to the boat there, you can find them. They have them, a lot of them. I make for them.
And how much is that one? How much is that one?
This one we used to sell for 250. It depends, because this is a big one, 250. 150 you can have it also.
Now, what is the most expensive piece that you have here? Which one is the most expensive piece?
The expensive pieces. The expensive pieces I have hippo.
The hippo.
The big hippo and like those smaller, those riders.
Yeah,
the rider which you saw there.
And how much are they?
Those, I asked them 800.
800.
Yeah. And that big elephant which is outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I see you have necklaces here as well.
Yeah, yes. I know me, I'm not making necklaces.
Oh.
This is also for my friend. I'm not making the necklace.
Now, before we wrap up the show, don't forget to enter the Easy Easter campaign running from the 22nd of March until the 12th of April. You spend 180 Namibian dollars or more at ShopRite or Checkers and enter the competition with the Synergy chatbot. Every day, 5 lucky winners will be drawn live from the ball draw rather, and stand the chance to win shopping vouchers, food hampers, or the grand prize of a 1-year shopping voucher valued at 2,500 Namibian dollars per month. That is 30,000 Namibian dollars for the year. Winners will be contacted after the spin to confirm their prices. Spend easy, enter easy, win easy. Of course, terms and conditions apply. On that note, we have come to the end of the show. Thank you for tuning in and catching up on all the latest highlights from the tourism industry. From me, Glenn Rashipura. Until next time.